1, 2.
Let's start.
How often do you do recordings like this? You mentioned the TV studio.
Yeah, I've been actually with a few with a previous startup that I did, been on TV.
Yeah.
So not every week, but I know my way around in front of the camera sometimes.
But it got aired on regular TV.
Yeah, it was the German version of Shark Tank.
Oh, okay.
That
That's
was
cool.
one, and then there was a few others.
All my ideas about pitching your business comes from watching Shark Tank.
Yeah, I like the show. Yeah. But the funny thing is, it will be recorded for we were there, I think 90 minutes, and then it will be cut down to 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something.
When you do your pitch, are you a person that prepares to the T, or do you freestyle a little bit, or what's your process?
I should prepare it over and over again, but usually I don't have time for that. So it's kind of like a mix between the two of them.
What's the most important part of actually giving the pitch in the first place?
I think the first 10, 15 seconds to really, get someone curious about your product, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think this is so key, and you need to do it over and over and over again for the audience. It differs also, obviously, what kind of context do they have about your product, about the space that you're in. And you just need to practice. That makes it perfect.
How do you then choose what to put in that first 10 seconds or 15 seconds? Because probably what you want to share is like this, and what you can share is only like this.
That is an interesting question. So I really like the framework for people who have this problem, we provide this solution, and then it goes on, because people then can kind of frame their context around the whole topic. So I think frameworks help.
Do you have your pitch ready for Weeve?
No, obviously I didn't prepare it. I didn't have time. I think where Weeve is at the moment is an AI note taker for people who are conscious about security of their data. Yeah. Because when you have conversations in a business setting, you have a lot of high stakes, very on-point meetings that maybe you wouldn't want to share with anyone. And Weave records those meetings locally on the device and gives you the follow-ups, the to-dos, even sends out an email if you want to about the next steps with the person that you talk to.
And are these physical meetings or are these digital meetings?
Both, yeah.
Okay.
So you can do it digitally with across all the platforms, and you can also do it and record it in person.
Gotcha. So then there must be a local AI component that helps you with the transcription.
So we transcribe locally, and then we analyze with a local LLM on your device what was actually said and what the to-dos are and what the next steps are.
Why is it local only specifically?
We talk to a lot of people, and they see they've used some of the tools, and they see how much productivity you get out of them. But then a lot of these companies, they're curious about how many kind of data fingerprints they leave behind with using those tools, because you never know, are they training with your conversations? Are they putting them on their servers? And that was kind of interesting to see how people react to data security at this stage.
So privacy.
Privacy is the kind of the core why it's only local.
Okay.
That's the first reason, yeah.
Gotcha. You mentioned you talk to a lot of people when it comes to validating this idea, but how did this get started in the first place?
I started at Achmea Venture Studio, and we started with productivity and specifically meetings, because we were there are so many meetings, why are we in a corporate level in so many meetings unprepared? So we started with an idea of how to prepare meetings better. That was an interesting direction, but it didn't really take off. And then we talked more and more, and people were curious because they have used AI note takers. They weren't really sure if they can use it on a full scale throughout the company. And then we thought of like, hey, maybe this could be like a local solution because these local tools are getting better and better by the day. So that was like kind of like an interesting avenue that we took, and yeah, it worked really good, and people actually use it. So we're like, okay, if people are using this shitty prototype, then we'll probably have something here. So that was kind of cool.
Gotcha. Who's then the core audience? Are they technical, or can it be anyone that has a lot of meetings throughout their day?
Yeah, our typical persona, or like what they're doing, usually they sit in 4 meetings per day with different stakeholders. It can be sales, it can be C-level executives, it can be a technical person working on product managers that are using Weeve, for example, to write down like what was decided on the next sprint and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite a broad persona, so to say.
And you mentioned after kind of having this idea of this could be a problem that we solved, you built a prototype.
Yeah.
How quickly was this prototype, and how much does it differ from what is Weeve now?
It differs like night and day because yeah, my co-founder Dylan, he joined to make it look pretty and work actually solid, because the first version was like pretty, I don't know, pretty rough. But it took, I think the first version took like maybe 2 weeks or something. I had this idea, and then I kind of pitched it within Achmea to the product lead there. He was like, how did you build this? Like, and I was like, I just vibe coded it and then tried it, and it works pretty good. And he was like, yeah, okay, let's keep pushing in this direction. But to make it good and better was actually quite a stretch. So that was kind of like, okay, we need someone who can fix this because it was rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's Dylan.
Yeah, my co-founder. He took over on a design level, but also on a product level, and yeah, also on an engineering level, really perfecting this, because we saw that the quality of the note taker itself, like what are the next steps, what are the to-dos, follow-ups, that there's no bullshit coming out, was quite a challenge to do this, and you had to iterate quite a bit.
You shared this journey from prototype to where it is now. Could you deepen out what it means, where it is now? Is it something that I can download? Is it something for businesses? It's
a Mac app. You can download it. You can use it for everyday meetings. So it's working quite good. It's giving you the summaries. It's saving you in different projects and stuff like that. So it works quite well.
What's next from here? Is it branching out in different platforms? Is it building out some of the functionality? Where's the value?
It's a lot of those things, to be honest. Yeah, we do see, obviously, with we talked about companies, corporates. Yeah. Obviously, they are also on Windows. So we are talking about different platforms, but first we want to perfect the product, how it works, the features that are like loved by people using it, and what they expect even more to do it, to help them throughout their day. So that's kind of like where we want to have the solid ground of the perfect working Mac OS app, and then merge it to another platform.
Gotcha. Let's backtrack a little bit, because you mentioned this started within Achmea. Yeah. Now it's a standalone.
Yeah, company? We started Weeve as a standalone company.
How does a company spin out of something as big as Achmea?
Well, it was a process. Obviously, they do have a certain stage gate process where they invest into companies, and then kind of you have the chance, if you hit certain milestones, to spin out. Yeah. And we got that chance throughout this journey, because there's growth potential. We do see the value behind this. We had paying customers, so that was quite cool.
And now it's just you and Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan and I are building this company.
Gotcha. In an ideal world, where are you 3 months from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now?
Yeah, a year from now we are probably around on Windows, Mac. We have hopefully a few thousand customers. And we do see a world where people are more conscious about their data, and it's already happening at this stage, and they feel more confident and more in control. So that's where we're kind of like going.
And the local first is really part of the value proposition there that you're
Yeah,
investing in.
it gives people the power or the control, like what's happening with my data.
With regards to your focus, because for me time is limited, are you going to focus on like end-to-end consumers or more focusing on businesses and getting rollout through there?
Yeah, we do focus on businesses because that's where we find a big pull right now. And we do see consumer, for example, also freelancers really using the tool, because we have a few freelancers that have a lot of executive coachings, for example, and obviously these conversations are as private as it gets.
Yeah.
And they want to say like, hey, I'm recording this to be more productive, but I have control over my data.
Is there a tool that is comparable to Weeve and already out there with this local first approach, or?
Yeah, we found some tools.
Okay.
We found some tools there. To our extent, it wasn't like, it didn't feel like it was so ready as like some of the cloud tools that felt quite technical to use it. And that's kind of like where also Dylan comes in to make it as seamless as possible, to feel like an enjoyable product and not like a technical, like which LLM am I using? Is this the right one? Is what kind of setup do I have on my computer? But it should be a seamless, really easy to use experience, like you're using Claude or ChatGPT or other tools. Just use it and experience the productivity boost from those tools.
Gotcha. Whenever I get invited to someone else's meeting, I usually don't have any AI type of meeting tool, right? If I get added to a Google Meet, it's usually the person that hosts the session that can either turn that on or off.
Yeah.
And then they're manually typing away. If I do a meeting, then it's through my company provider, and that's usually Microsoft Teams.
Yeah.
And then everything gets uploaded to the cloud in terms of transcript. I don't have anything that is kind of local. But can I use local kind of recordings, or is that also kind of in line with regards to privacy? Like if you and I are having a conversation and I'm using this recording that's local on my device, do I have to inform you?
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah,
So
that sounds like
we also always say like, hey, you need to inform the other person.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you have done any measurements with regards to productivity increases or kind of follow-up effectiveness after with people that have actually used Weave?
We are a little bit early for that,
Yeah.
but we see other market providers or like great tools that are out there using the cloud, that there's tremendous productivity gains. For example, I talked to Dylan regarding a meeting that we needed to plan, and obviously Weave was recording it. It's like, okay, we need to plan this on Wednesday next week or something. And Weave always prints out like a to-do, right? And at the end of the meeting, I said like, hey, I actually already sent out the draft. So I already sent it. And then I got the to-dos of Weave, and it had like a plan, Wednesday meeting, next week, blah, blah, blah. And it already crossed it off. And that was like our moment. I showed like Dylan the screenshot. I was like, dude, we've already crossed it off, because it's recognizing it was a to-do, it's already done, but it needs to do it. Like Weave needs to do this actually, and then kind of like tells me like, okay, I'll just send out this, and this. That was like the moment for us, like, oh, this can be really like a productivity booster.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, I do a lot with regards to AI and content generation.
Yeah.
For me, one of the things I struggle with is really the language. So if what is generated has typical like AI tells, you have the longer dashes, or it's not that, but it's that, then it really irks me, right?
Yeah.
And if I get a long document from someone else and it's in there, it irks me still.
Yeah.
How do you make sure that the language is really tuned to what a user needs?
This is the project that we're kicking off with our engineer, to be honest. Yeah, this is, as I said, the quality is so key, but yeah, these tools are getting so much better by the day. And obviously our pipeline that we have right now is already so good, and it only gets better.
Yeah.
But I can totally agree, like every blog post that we are writing with AI was like, it's not this, it's that. And I'm like, okay, we need to stop this. I even don't want to don't want to go back into my LinkedIn post or something that I probably did like a year ago or something with AI rewritten all over it, where it's like, it's not this, but it's that. But yeah, the cues are there. So yeah, I think the possibilities are great, but you just still need to be conscious.
Gotcha. As a final thought, you mentioned this thing was built up into a prototype version. Now it is in a state where it is now, and you've also mentioned a year down the line, this is how I see Weave evolving in terms of distribution, but also capabilities and quality. Do you feel like nowadays, when you put out a prototype and where you communicate about a product like that, your competitors or anyone can actually vibe code and get to a level that is equal or that is better? Are you fearful of that, or how do you view that?
I think it takes really smart people to get to the level of where we are today. I don't think it's impossible, but you do need people that, especially, and that's where Dylan comes in. I think a lot of the design work that you do around AI is really feeling the same as it's not this, it's that, or something. When I see the design, it's like feels soulless or something, right? So I don't think that it's easy to do, but yeah, anything is possible with AI, to be honest, but you do need the right people. So I think getting on a level on where it feels like a seamless experience on design, but also the quality of the output, how you install it, everything from start to end. I think this is needs perfection on all levels.
Gotcha. Stefan, thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks.
This was great.